One of the most unsettling experiences as a writer is when you know the story is good, your prose is solid, the structure makes great sense. The beta feedback is okay, it's polite, but you find that readers drift. They don't hate it, they don't criticize it, they just stop reading. And when that happens, most writers, in my experience, assume that the problem is the plot, but very often it isn't. If we haven't met before, I'm Melissa Bourbon. This is Dobby. I've been writing and publishing for 15 years now, more than 35 books, and I've worked with hundreds of writers at different stages of their careers. And one of the most consistent patterns I see isn't bad writing, it's strong stories that quietly lose readers in the middle. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and I hope I see you around here. Let's talk first about the misconception. When readers disengage, writers look for visible problems, not enough tension, not enough twists, maybe a sagging middle, maybe the pacing is off. So we revise by adding these things, right? More events, more backstory, more urgency, more explanation. But here's a pattern that I see in manuscripts that almost work. It isn't that the story is underplotted, it's that it's under-oriented. Readers don't experience stories as outlines. They experience them as moment-to-moment meaning. And when that meaning becomes unclear, their attention slips, even if the writing is phenomenal. Okay, let's talk about what is actually happening. Readers are constantly, and usually subconsciously, think about what you do when you read. They're tracking three things. The first is expectation. What kind of story am I in? Next, it's emotional direction. How am I meant to feel right now? And three is consequence. What will this moment change? This is not about technique or sentence level craft. It is about meaning. This is where good stories lose readers, not because nothing is happening, but because readers stop understanding why what is happening matters. And when that occurs, they don't feel confused in some dramatic way. They just feel less invested. That's when I put down a book, when I'm no longer invested. There needs to be a shift in trust. This is where trust comes in. Readers don't lose interest first, they lose trust. They lose trust that this thread is going to go somewhere, that this tension will mean something, that this emotional beat isn't going to evaporate, that their attention isn't being spent aimlessly. When trust starts to wobble, even a structurally sound story cannot hold them. And this is why you can have a technically correct manuscript that seems still really strangely flat. The structure works, but the emotional guidance is the thing that weakens, and readers drift when they feel unguided. Let's talk about why fixing the plot makes it worse when we add all of this stuff. When writers sense this disengagement, we tend to escalate. We want to add a twist or increase the stakes or introduce a new complication, right? But if readers have already lost sort of orientation, adding more stuff just increases their cognitive load. Confusion does not create tension. It creates distance. More events without clearer meaning feels busy, not necessarily compelling. And this is why some revisions actually make stories louder but not stronger. This is a new way to see this problem. Here's the lens that changes everything. Readers stay when the story keeps answering one question. Why does this matter right now? It's why it's so important to have a scene question. It's why it's so important to understand what every scene is doing in the context of your story. So why does this matter right now? We're not talking about in a marketing sense or a thematic essay sense, but in the immediate sense of why does this moment in this story right now carry weight? Every scene needs to deepen a desire, sharpen a fear, clarify a consequence, shift the emotional ground. If it doesn't do one of these things clearly, then the scene may function, but it doesn't have a purpose. It's not going to pull. It's the difference between good writing and narrative momentum. Momentum is really just meaning sustained. Okay, here is a simple sort of diagnostic shift that you can use as you're processing through this. So instead of asking, is this scene exciting enough? Instead, ask, does this scene give the reader a clear reason to care about what happens next? If the answer feels vague, that's a pretty big clue. It doesn't mean, though, add to the plot. You need to instead clarify, okay, well, what changes here? What is at risk? What emotional thread is being tightened? Quite often, nothing new actually needs to be added. Something else that already exists needs to be sharpened. Here's a pattern I see pretty often in manuscripts that I work with and edit. These are manuscripts that almost work, but there's usually a point where the initial promise, that promise to the reader, fades, or the emotional thread weakens. The scenes continue, but the story sort of stops accumulating meaning or purpose. Often it's subtle, but readers feel it. Think about books you've read. You feel it when the meaning is lost, when the momentum stops. This leads a reader to simply feel less compelled to turn the page. That is, again, not what we want. We want readers turning our pages. And when readers feel less compelled, there's a good chance they're going to close the book. Again, not what we want. Here's the big takeaway. Good stories lose readers when meaning becomes unclear, not when plots are imperfect, not when the prose is flawed. Clarity builds trust. We're trying to create this chain of clarity building trust, trust sustaining attention, and attention creating momentum. Once you understand that readers are tracking meaning, not the mechanics of writing, the next question becomes, okay, how do we accidentally break this trust? What did I do? One of the most common ways I see is by overcorrecting, either by over-explaining or by withholding too much. And that's the next layer. The next video breaks that down further and shows how clarity and restraint work together on the page. That is the next step. Make sure you tune in.